Haaland, can you give us an update on the moratorium on fracking on federal lands, new contracts?
Thank you so much. So the pause on new leases is still in effect until we finish a review that is due to the president. That means that the existing leases are still in effect. We are still issuing permits on those lands, and when we finish the review, it's an important review. We're talking to many people. We've had a gas and oil forum. We've talked to many folks across the country. When that review is done, then us and the president will decide next steps.
And can you give us a little more details on how that review works, what exactly you're doing, and when you think it'll be concluded?
So I can't say exactly when it will be concluded, but as I mentioned, we've had a gas and oil forum already. That was virtual. The department folks are talking to governors, to legislators, to folks on the ground. We're talking to it's mostly like getting everyone's input. We want to make sure that every voice has a seat at the table, and it's really that, as well as using the science. And that's how we'll do the review, and it'll go to the president.
Go ahead. We've heard from Republicans in Utah talk about their preference for legislation to expand the size of bears ears instead of executive action. Do you think there's room for bipartisan work there, or are we probably looking at executive action from this administration?
Well, I met with those legislators when I was in Utah, the governor, the lieutenant governor, my former colleagues from the House. Legislators legislate, and I think they should move ahead with legislation if that's what they want to do. We will get the report done for the president and send it to the White House, and it will really be the president's decision. The Antiquities Act is a presidential, it's all him. He can decide. What I did when I went to Utah was make sure that, again, every voice was at the table. We talked to ranchers and farmers. We talked to children who use those lands, and outdoor, economy folks. And so we want to make sure that we include every voice, and that's the report that will go to the president, and he'll decide.
Could I ask on a different topic really fast?
Yeah.
We've heard so many tribes this year talk about really struggling with mental health issues for teens. I mean, a lot of communities around the country, but just teens struggling with depression during this pandemic. Is that an issue that you guys are addressing in this domestic council?
I can't, this is our first meeting, so what we're really going to do initially is assign committees to each cabinet secretary. And it will be up to them to look at the topics. Of course, we care deeply about this issue. It's one that I know a lot of people are suffering from, so I appreciate you mentioning that. And once we're able to get a clear path on where we're going with the council, we'll certainly let everyone know.